So hello everybody, how y'all doing? So it's been a little while, well, only about a day or two since I last made a video about how you can make your KDE look like macOS Big Sur. And during one of the sections there is actually, where is it? It's about the terminal colors. Oh, here, setting up the terminal, which is one of the last sections. There's a few things I forgot to mention. So pretty much what I changed was it wasn't looking any authentic at all. Now it is looking more like the macOS one, and I wanted to show how I achieved it, and I was using something a little bit different than I was used to using. So the thing that I absolutely love about Linux is that you can pretty much tweak anything you want. Even your shells, for example, you can see that instead of bash it says zsh, so I'm using zsh again. In fact, if we run echo 0, you can see I'm running zsh again as I used to. And some of you might remember my old zsh config. I'm still using it, but I made small adjustments. And one of the adjustments, and the major ones that you can apply across many different shells, because one thing you have to realize is that the shell is essentially an interpreter of your terminal. So what it does, it pretty much enables you to run Unix or Linux commands even in your graphical environment, because normally what Linux is that you have just the terminal, and the terminal is within a TTY, which is like a pretty much one of your many terminals. In fact, you can list all the possible terminals that you have really easily. To do so, let me just pull this down because we do not need it open. So pretty much the way you can do this is actually really simple. So let me just, zoom in a little. So the way you can list them out is really easy. You do ls, and then do /dev, and you run this command, and it will list out all the things inside of your devices folder. And one thing that you need to realize here is that Linux or Unix stores all of its devices inside of this directory. So you have your block devices, your loop devices. SDA is pretty much for your drive, so you can see I have like 4 to 5 partitions here, actually 4. That doesn't matter. The thing I'm after here is this thing, TTY. So TTY is pretty much the terminal that it's using, and all that like the shell is doing, it's taking the TTY and making it into a environment usable in your graphical environment, essentially. So it's pretty much taking all of these terminals and well, not all of them, but it takes one of them and it uses it as its, to show you these commands. You can run these commands out of your terminal basically. So as you can see, I'm running zsh, and I wanted to show you some of the changes I did inside of my zsh-rc, because it's important. So as you can see, it's pretty much the same as it was before, but there's one thing I changed. I also commented it here. So this is what I changed. So this auto load thing that I'm currently highlighting with the colors, it's pretty much changing the colors of the prompt. When you change it and reload your terminal, it will change the colors based on what you do. It's for the colors of the prompt, so no need to worry. And this PS1 thing is actually for your prompt. Now, there's one thing you need to realize. This setting, the way I set it up here, works pretty much only in zsh, this method. If you wanna make something really similar to this, you in fact have to find a bash rc generator, which is a really good website, and you can drag things in and out based on what you need. But that's pretty much how I used it as a sort of an example, and then I looked online various documentations to, like, you know, change it so it can be used within the zsh-rc. So, and you could like use it in the standard way it will print out over here, but I just like it this because it's simpler for me. So I've also commented on what each of these things are. So the end thing here, just the end thing with this % sign before it, is for the username. The green thing right here is for changing the color to green, because one thing that the zsh has already predefined, well, I think it has, is actually its own like colors, and if you want to change them you have to define them before the thing that you want to display. So this is what is currently highlighted, and you can change the colors to like magenta, purple, anything you want, and everything is commented in here. So if anyone wanted to use it within their own zsh-rc, they can. I will update it, I will edit it in. And there's one more thing I did. If you want to get the full authentic look, you have to pretty much disable VI mode within your terminal. This is one of the implementations I found that works really well. I think it was by Luke Smith who originally did this, so full credits to him. And one really cool thing about this mode is that you can switch between various modes within Vim. But since I don't find myself using it at all, I decided to disable it by commenting it out. So if you want to re-enable it, you just need to comment these £signs before it out. You need to comment all of it out, get rid of the comment symbol, and you can start using, you know, the, should I say, you should like be able to use it just like that, you know, to return to the original shape, and disabling VI mode to make it a bit more authentic. And there is a bunch of like really neat things that I added in here, but again, it's up to you what you need to do. I also, since the last time you've seen my zsh config, I'll need to find it though. So, oh, here it is, the dl command. So the dl command is for downloading, and I made it so you can see actually how it downloads stuff. And it will pretty much execute the get on the command, on the like file, and it will download the file. So my original config of this, what it did was it actually downloaded the file structure. So what it will do is it will download the folders, and it will make the file structure, essentially the folder structure, and then it will download the file. So it's like, you know, it wasn't ideal. So what I did is I toyed around with it a little bit more, looked at the documentation and everything, which I will make a video how you can learn Linux in the best way possible. I don't want to spoil the title, so that's why I said best way and not the original one. I will make that video soon enough, and yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how I made it. That's how I changed it to make it look a bit better. In fact, for those interested in how you can actually install zsh, oops. Oh, come on. Oh yeah, I actually have to save it. Right quit. There we go. So the way you would install zsh is actually really simple. If I can find it. Run tail on it for last time commands. So let's do it. So let's do bash history file and run the tail command. And yeah, so pretty much if you want to install it on Manjaro Linux, you would run sudo pacman-s followed by zsh. You can just use zsh like that, and then install zsh-syntax-highlighting and zsh-autosuggestions. And this is how you would change the shell for your user. But if you want to change it for each and every user individually, the way you would do it is, I actually had this command here, is by using the this command and this command. So the difference between these two is this one is for me, for my user, and this one is for the root user. So if you want to change the shell and make it so that it's available in each and every mode that you enter, for example, I can enter for example, I can enter the root mode in here, if you give me a sec, and as you can see, it opened up in root mode and uses its own thing. Actually, we can like echo out the user if you want to. As you can see, the colors aren't applied for the root user because I haven't worked around that yet, but if I will update you guys on it. As you can see, it says that we're running zsh, and we wanted to print out the user actually, so we need to print it out like oops, there we go. You can see, so we're running it as in our root mode. We're running zsh in root mode as well. I already showed you that we're actually running zsh inside of our terminal up here, and that's pretty much it. That's all that there's to it. So if you have any questions, or want to see some more tips, I actually have a few more videos planned, so I will make those. And yeah, I'm gonna go edit this one. I hope you guys found some enjoyment in this video. If you did, make sure to hit up with a like, share it around, and I will hopefully see all of you guys in the next video.